Howls in the Night was released in 1994, written by Colin McComb with interior art by Mark Nelson and a cover by Paul Jaquays. The adventure is 32 pages long and takes place in Morden and is for levels 3 to 5. This adventure is a take on the Hound of the Baskervilles. The story is about the heroes getting lost on a foggy night and they wind up at a tavern. After hearing the local ghost story about the Westcote Manor, the patrons of the inn are informed one of their citizens have been killed. The heroes join the posse and they discover the body in the bog, and they realize it has been ripped apart by one of the legendary bog hounds. The bog hounds harry the posse and the players end up at Westcote Manor. There they encounter Burton Westcote, who tells them about his family curse. The heroes must solve the mystery of the curse if they are to survive. So they have to end up going back into the bog and confront the ghost of Anne Campbell and learn the truth of what really happened. The story goes that Burton Westcote and Anne Campbell were engaged to be married. It was an arranged marriage and Anne did not want to marry Burton. One night, however, Anne fled the Westcote Manor after killing Michael Westcote, Burton's brother, and Burton chased her into the bog with his hounds. Anne apparently died in the bog, and Westcote has been a recluse ever since. The big twist of this adventure is that it has several alternate beginnings the DM can choose from that will make the adventure a little different every time. Depending on the beginning the DM selects will determine the ending the players get, a few minor changes during the adventure, and a few variations in the Westcote curse. I really don't recommend Howls in the Night. The adventure is short, and the alternate beginnings really don't change the adventure much. They just change who the villain is. There's nothing about the domain of Morden here, and really the adventure could take place anywhere. The only positives I have is that it does have a good atmosphere, and the moors and bog hounds really do enhance the feeling, but it's still just a very lackluster adventure and not one I would recommend. The mists of Ravenloft draw close, surrounding unfortunate travelers in their clammy embrace. When they part, they reveal the land of Morden, a domain of rolling moors and woods, beautiful by day and terrifying by night. A new danger lurks in the haunted moors, hounds whose mournful howls and murderous jaws trap the townsfolk in their homes at night. At the heart of it all lies a curse laid a century ago, and a tale of bitter tragedy. Even now you can hear the howls in the night. Howls in the Night is a dark fantasy murder mystery, but one in which the victim has been dead for 100 years. Alternate adventure backgrounds allow the Dungeon Master to choose one of 4 possible conclusions.